Hello! Right, we're back again for another test, and yeah, today is going to be another really quite painful one, I'm sure. I've been putting it off for a few days now, but well, I can't put it off much longer. We've got the rather hefty 7-pot brown. Now, you saw me do the yellow 7 the other day, which was slightly bigger than this pod, I have to admit, but in theory not quite as hot as this. This is one hefty size pod, and yeah, it's going to do some serious damage. I'm going to crack straight into it because it took me ages to get the yellow 7 down the other day, and this one might well be the same. Not much smell coming off from the stalk, so I'm just going to chop it open so we can see what we've got inside. Sure, I want to see what's inside though, to be honest. Ooh, okay. Yeah, what we have inside is rather a lot of placenta and a worrying amount of capsaicin oil on the insides of the walls of the pod. I can see it's loaded in here. Lots of placenta in around the top. Yeah, that is fully loaded with oils. The smell is typical brown soup pot. Some of you asked for like more detailed descriptions on the smells and the taste, but it's kind of hard when you've done so many. They kind of all start to smell very similar, and yeah, to me it just smells of brown soup pot, really. I'll see what I think of the taste in a minute. So yeah, there's loads of seeds inside of here, check that out. Very seedy pod, and no doubt this is going to be one painful thing to get down. Each of these really is like getting a whole pod down, I would say, because it is pretty decent size. So yeah, can't put it off anymore. Here we go with the giant brown 7. Cheers. Instant brown. Wow. Well, hiccups. Can't talk. Do the hiccups to say. Decided not to mess around as much as I did the other day with that yellow 7, and just to get it down. Flavour wise, not too bad. Touch savoury, with a bit of a like a background tangy flavour. I would say citrus, but it's not quite citrus. Heat is as you can see, it's pretty hot. It's started in the mouth initially, but it's now spreading its way into the throat. Yeah, it's getting pretty painful, and it's still building. As you can see, some pretty intense hiccups coming off of them. Just couldn't talk for the first few seconds there because, oh man, the red hot drool starting. And all around my gums, getting that feeling where it feels like your teeth being pushed out from your gums, which is really unusual. It's still damn hot, but I'm just pausing there because I'm feeling the heat, and I'm not sure that it's actually getting any worse. It's kind of, it's not quite a hot cold in the throat, it's like borderline, but it's now it's now spread from just in the throat to all around the back of the mouth, the very back of the tongue, where your tongue goes down into your throat. That's on fire. As you can see, my face is, well, it feels a bit of a mess. Lots of eyes watering going on, nose is watering, heaps of drool coming out, but it's not as bad. Maybe not quite as bad as I expected it to be, although it's still pretty bad. I can kind of feel it now, working its way down into the stomach. It's just left that it's left that dull taste in the mouth where the soup pot's just kind of dull all your taste buds off, but it's just left that deep, slightly earthy brown soup taste. Yeah, along with, I suppose, a bit of a fruity flavour. I'm trying to liken it to something, but the only thing I can liken it to is another soup pot, to be honest, or another brown soup pot of that. Actually, the throat's calmed down quite a bit now. It's actually worse on the tongue now, so the heat's been kind of tracking around a bit. Yeah. Well, I think it's I think that was a big enough pod that it's possibly going to cause the old stomach a few issues. You can now feel it starting to really light up and warm up in the stomach. But yeah, I found it easier to get down in the yellow 7, I have to say. I think okay, it was slightly smaller than the yellow, but the wall thickness isn't quite so heavy on the brown 7, so it's kind of an easier pod to chew up and swallow. The yellow's a real mouthful of pepper. Take a lot of chewing and a lot of getting down, but yeah, that was pretty intense actually. It was a pretty rapid burn, like built really quickly and then just kind of plateaued before it got to like the really bad levels. But don't get me wrong, it was still pretty hot, and yeah, it still did a reasonable amount of damage. But yeah, awesome. I think that's about it, to be honest. I'm going to go in, get some milk for my poor old stomach, and hopefully the next couple of pods I do maybe won't be quite so big. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, thanks again to John. Another one of his awesome pods, and yeah, it certainly carries some pretty decent heat. John doesn't think they're very hot, the Brown 7s, but then John generally doesn't think many of his pods are very hot. I tend to disagree, because apart from the Ghost Scorpions I had the other day, all of them have been pretty brutally hot. So yeah, awesome. Right, I think that's about it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. Cheers.